Hey folks, this is Back to Nature with Tony Phelps. I've been down here today working on my summer camp a little bit. Trying to fix up my fire pit, and I fixed me a seat here. I'll show it to you here in a minute. This is some old, we call it ground pine, but I know that's not the proper name for it, but it grows right on the ground. And we use it for cordage sometimes when it don't take nothing too strong. I thought I'd put together a little bird's nest here and try to put together a little fire. But this makes fairly decent cordage. Like I said, it ain't real strong, but if you wrap it in multiple layers, it's pretty strong. Let me lay that right here. Y'all know me on my videos. I like to have what I call it a little handle. It is nothing but broom sage, and I just like to fix a little tinder bundle to go right in that broom sage, and kind of gives you a little handle to hang on. That works pretty good for the kids and grown-ups too, you know. There ain't no shame in trying to make things better for yourself, you know what I mean? And that's what we're all out here for, is to practice. But you can just take that thing like that right there and push that up in there like that right there. Then you can take that cordage. You can take this cordage I was telling you about and just wrap that right around it like that right there. See, and it holds it together pretty good. Don't take much. Then you can just take that other piece and tie it off. That'll hold it till you get your fire going. Boy, it's been a pretty day here in February, and in southwestern Virginia. I'm gonna get a couple more things right here. Y'all bear with me just a second. I got some stuff here that I want to put in it. Stuff I carry with me. Give me just a second here now. I got a little bit of, this here's thistle. Y'all heard me talking the other day about that thistle. You know, you put that down in there, and so all you're doing is just making you a pile of dust, like I was telling you, and or something this thistle here is kind of a flash tinder, and it makes it pretty good about giving a substance for that ember to start in. And then hopefully, you know, with a little work you can get that thing a-rolling. It don't take too much to get it going. I will show you one of the things I like to do, because this ground is pretty damp. I always put me down a piece of bark. Of course, I got my different woods here together that I've gathered up. And I made me some char cloth last night, and I keep it in this little container right here. It works out pretty good. I like it awful well. Just gotta watch that wind, boy, it'll blow it away. If you ain't carry char cloth, that's almost like valuable stuff there, if you know what I mean. But I thought I'd try to get me a little ember going here and put together a little fire maybe, and maybe just talk to you a little bit and enjoy the evening a little bit. And what I like about that, you can hold that handle like that pretty good. And just lay that thing down there like that right there and start putting your wood up on it a little bit. Hopefully it'll catch right up. And doesn't take too much to get a fire. That old broom sage grass works pretty daggum good. And these old, then I just break off these old little sticks off of these pine trees. And boy, I'll tell you now, on a cold day, I like the fact that it doesn't take too much to get a fire. You know, if you're wet and maybe facing a hypothermic situation or something, you know, knowing how to do a fire is pretty daggone essential. Because I tell you, it don't take long. You get down and go to get the shaking all over, and then it gets to where when you're so cold, it gets to where it's really hard to get a fire. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, it'd be hard to get a fire with matches. When you're cold and hypothermic and shaking all over, that's not a good thing. I'll tell you something else that's pretty good too here, is these pine, look at this, pine cones. They're full of sap. And those things, boy, I mean, when you get them burning, they, look here, man, them things burn so good. That'll kind of help get your fire going, see? So if you can gather up a few pine cones like that, and lay them in there, well, I'll tell you, you get a fire going in a real big hurry. You know what I mean? I'm not going to build a real big fire. I want to sit down here and talk to you, and maybe in a second. I've been down here working on this thing for a few days, and it's starting to come together a little bit. Trying to gather me up enough rock to make me a rock oven that I'll work on and show a video of, and boy, that water's good. Hard to beat old good spring water, ain't it? But we'll build us a rock oven right here, and maybe cook us some bread on it. I just wanted to come down here this evening and relax a little bit, and maybe this little old cap chair, boy, I tell you, when you lay your back there and just relax, it just ain't nothing no better. Being out here in nature and just enjoying what's we've been blessed so much to have. I would like to say that I thank all the veterans for paying that big sacrifice that they've paid, and to make it so that we're free. We're able to get out here and do this. I seen a sign one time that says, "All those that wander ain't always lost." There's a whole lot to that right there, I'll tell you. Now, I like to get out here and get out to myself, and you can have a bad day and come out here and, you know, and you can enjoy it, you know. And so I'm looking forward to coming down here one night, one evening, and as soon as I can get a few more rocks and get a couple more things done, I'm gonna come down here and spend the night, and we'll do some, maybe burn out a bowl out of, I got some stuff up at the house. I cut down an old peach tree and an old apple tree, clearing up some places. Of course, it's awful bad to split, but it's been seasoned for a while. And I got some birch, and we might try to burn out a bowl and maybe spend a night or two down here. And you know, it's awful pretty, and I like being out here in God's nature. I want to show you. I'll get the camera. Y'all don't mind me. It's shaking a little bit. I wanted to show you my camp chair I built. It's not real hard to build. Probably everybody around's built one of these things, but I'll show it to you there. Just takes a tripod and you cross pieces and tie them off good and put some pieces here. I put these pieces here on for my back, and it makes it a little bit more comfortable, if you can see that. And then let me turn this thing around here. I'll show you how I'm fixing my fire. The thing about it is you want to be real safe with fire, if you can see that. You know, I always try to put the rock around it and fix it so that there's no way it can get out. You know, I don't want to cause no daggum forest fire and burn down these beautiful trees and stuff. And so that's pretty much how I've spent my afternoon. I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Hopefully I'll be able to put together some more and like I said, get this camp built up a little bit better. I want to take and, like I said, I'm going to close this one side here up. Well, that way it kind of blocks it off right there, and then my old dog's got somewhere to lay and hang out there with me, and keeps, if the rain comes and blowing in here, you know, to keep that off my bed. I'm gonna leave this side open here. I may get me a tarp that I can roll up in here and just let it drop down if I was to want to, and do some more things around here, you know, and it'll take us a little while to get it all together, but once we do, then that way I can start bringing the youngins out here and start teaching them a little bit about nature and how this all works. And you know, they're gonna have some fun out here baking an old tater, or maybe you know, maybe I might even bring them an old hot dog, or a little bit of deer tenderloin, and maybe fix some bannock, and teach them how to cook a little bit out here on this. I might even bring some eggs and stuff, and you know, teach them how to make eggs and how to cook over open fire a little bit. You know, I did a class, took some camping one time. It was about 20, I guess, in the class, and they ranged anywhere from 12 to 19, I think, is the oldest one. And you know, I asked them who had never in that group ever built a fire. There was 3 18s and a 19-year-old, and all 4 of them shot their hand up. And it just kind of shocked me that you could be at that age and never have built a fire. And that just made me realize that boy, there's a need for it out here. All you fellas that's out here doing this videos and stuff, I hope you're including the kids, because I tell you, man, this is where it's at. It's you know, I know they'll have fun coming out here and doing this, and so I'm excited about it. Like I said, this is just a short video this evening. Maybe on the next one we'll make some char cloth. That daggum char cloth works awful good. It doesn't take nothing to get a fire with it. And then we'll do a bow drill one night, and we'll try some different things. So I'm gonna sign off here now. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all comment and like my videos if you would, and share them, and I'd appreciate it. All right, well, y'all have a good day now. God bless.